Hi everybody, I'm Yogi Amy and this is Yogi G.
Hello.
And we are here at Twisted Grit Yoga. We are doing a 45-minute flow class for you for all levels. I may have some tricks up my sleeves. We may do some fun stuff. The cool thing is you're showing up today. You know, you're taking the time for yourself. So while the shapes, we think they're so important, they are important, but what's even more important is the driving force behind the shapes. Why are we making the shapes? Who do we become in these shapes? That's where yoga is. Yoga is where you get uncomfortable. Yoga is when you're mad. Yoga starts when you want to quit. So we really nudge into what makes us feel uncomfortable. Maybe it's just sitting still. Maybe that makes you feel uncomfortable. So maybe instead of doing the poses today, you sit still and you practice what you're not good at, because that's what yoga is. Yoga is on the edge of your comfort zone. But you don't have to do that. You can always choose safety, or you can choose struggle. It's really up to you. The amount of struggle is up to you. And the way you show up in these poses is the way you're going to show up in life. So if you force yourself into these shapes and you struggle and you judge yourself and you judge others and you get anxious and fidgety, it's probably mirroring a same pattern you have off of the mat. And so what a great message to start to practice who we become in times of discomfort. You don't need to be flexible. You don't need to be anything. When you're here at TGY, you're a part of our community. You are not an employee. You're not this. You're not that. You are our community, and you come in as you are. We all practice together because we all need to practice together. Yeah, so I think we'll get started. Let's see. Why not? Let's just start in a seat. Yep. So George is going to face that way. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I may face this way. I may get up. I may do some adjustments on George. Do I have consent? All right, thank you, George. All right, and I'm just going to sit up on a blanket. You're always welcome to do that. You don't have to sit like we are. Any comfortable seat. We're going to just start to talk about rooting down. So outside, right? Everything's got roots. You can't see the roots, though, because they're under the surface. It's the dirty work that makes you fly and soar and bloom. So I can already hear George settling into the breath. Sometimes in a yoga class, the breath might make a little bit of noise, and that's okay. We're creating a vibration in our throat. Really helps to release any tension in the neck, in the jaw, and the sound actually creates a frequency and vibration also. We try and breathe through the nose if we can. Cleansing the breath. And now the breath mimics the body. Back up. The breath mimics the brain, and the brain mimics the breath. So just noticing maybe that you're clenching your jaw, and maybe you're only breathing into your neck or your shoulders, trying to make those bellies big on the breath. If you are unhappy with the way your belly looks, I want you to breathe big into it and see if you can find some belly love. So many of us have parts of the body we do not like, and we send that energy to those parts of the body. The parts of the body we do not like have cells. Cells are constantly listening to our thoughts, our hearts. So as we tell our body our bellies aren't good enough, that's what they hear. So I know it's challenging, but if just for a second, if just for a breath, let those bellies hang and let them be okay just the way they are. Digestion needs room. Our lymphatic system needs room. And then I would like for you maybe to keep your eyes closed or open them. We're just going to start spontaneous movement. And I'm a big fan of this because I don't really know what's going on in your body. I sometimes don't even know what's going on in my body, really. So I want you to start to breathe. Maybe you don't move. Maybe you're in stillness today because that's where your challenge is. But you can start to move around. Maybe the head starts to move a little bit. But you don't need me to tell you where your yoga is. Yoga you carry with you. It's on the inside, in your heart, in your discomfort, in your pain, in your loneliness, in your anger, in your love. That's where yoga is. So just move the body around. We hold it so rigid all day long. So just let it kind of flow. And then one of my favorite parts of yoga is to find some stillness. Place the hands together in front of your heart, connecting together two opposites. What a beautiful message. Bringing together the right and the left, right in front of the most energetically powerful part of our bodies, our hearts. I dedicate this practice to you all that are doing the work. When you're at home, when you're on the mat, when you're off the mat, this practice is for you. Sweep those arms open. Take a big inhale in. Maybe you look up, maybe you don't. Left hand is going to drop to the floor as the right arm reaches up and over. Now don't lean this way. I want you to root that sit bone down. I'm a big fan of roots. So feel that right sit bone fall to the floor, and then we're just going to go up and over to the other side. Now just follow your breath. There's really no way this has to look. You could hold one of the sides if you like to. I like to pretend here that my arms kind of move like water. And then I also like to bring it out in front, into the front plane. So reaching out in front and then opening up, maybe doing a full arm circle here. I'm getting you to do spontaneous movement again. Follow your breath, close your eyes, make yourself laugh. That's all wonderful. We're all human. No one is good at yoga. That's not even a thing. Beautiful. Now we're going to end with that left hand on the floor. Right arm is going to arc up and over. Soften the shoulders. Go ahead and drop that left ear heavy. Turn the right palm towards the right side of the room. Draw it behind you. Breathe. Open up the heart. Sink the sit bones. Be right here and breathe. We're always in such a hurry to go to the next shape. So let's slowly drop that arm all the way down. Maybe you reach it a little bit more behind you. Lift the heart up. Spread those collarbones wide. And then the last part, yogis, is to take that hand and put it in that back glute pocket. There's a whole bunch of different ways to work this. So you can have that hand in the pocket. You could grab onto your bicep. You could clasp hands. Drop the left ear. Drop the shoulders. Drop the hips. Now, if you don't have any neck injuries, I want you to slowly turn that neck up towards the ceiling. Feeling any stretch you can feel, draw the chin away from the body, soften the shoulders, breathe. And then chin is going to go down to that shoulder and then down towards the chest. So you're feeling a stretch now in the back of the head. We may be doing some things standing on the head today, so we're doing some breath work into those heads and necks. Now please take that left hand, help it up, help the head up all the way over, and then the other side. Let's see, I'm going to follow George. Left arm, right hand down, and then left arm up and over. Welcome to my imperfections. The I in grit stands for imperfections. It does not say perfect yoga instructor on my resume, so we come in here to be imperfect. All right, if we want to try that beautiful neck and shoulder and chest opener, we can turn the palm out to the left side and slowly start to drop that left hand down. Maybe it goes into our back glute pocket with our palm facing away. And then you can start to play yogis, moving super slowly with this. We don't want to move quickly in these deep neck stretches. Chin up is going to get into the front of the neck, while chin down will get into the back of the neck. So we're going to take 3 more breaths before we start some actual movements here, coming into a flow. You're not going to get ahead. You're not going to get behind. You're going to be right where you need to be. All right, my friends, go ahead and bring that hand up and help the head up. Perhaps next could be a down dog or a child's pose or a tabletop. So tune into your breath. Beautiful. See what you need. I'll give you some options. So as George tucks up into his down dog, You can have blocks underneath your hands to take some of the pressure off of your wrists and upper body. This is a wonderful way to practice down dog. You don't have to lock your knees out. Your heels do not have to be on the floor. In fact, why don't you move your down dog around a little bit? Shake the head out. This can also be a melting heart pose, which I am in now, or it could be a beautiful tabletop with cat and cows. Everybody take 3 full and complete breaths. You're doing it perfectly. Thanks for playing. Yeah. Now we're going to lift the heels as high up off the floor as we can. Lift the heels, pull the weight into the hands, and on an exhale, drop the heels back, bend the knees, press the heart back. Inhale, lift the heels up, 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 roll the weight into your hands. Exhale, press back. Spread those hands actively. Keep going here. I'm going to chat at you a little bit as George keeps going on with this. We want the pressure to be in the index finger and thumb and the webbing in between and the balls of the hands, not in the wrists. So be very mindful that your hands are spread and you're not pushing into that carpal tunnel. Now follow your breath, George. Start to walk yourself to the top of the mat and take a forward fold at the top of the mat. No need to be able to touch your toes. In fact, you can bend your knees a ton here to really help protect that low back. The shape on the outside does not matter. Who do you become in these forward folds? Are you putting expectations on yourself that are toxic? It's all about being here for yourself. It almost looks like George is giving himself a gigantic hug. I love it. Exhale out your breath, if you would, please. Now sweep those arms open. Rise on up. Inhale. Hands to those hearts, that beautiful space we all share. Exhale. Inhale. Sweep the arms open. Reach on up. Look on up. Exhale, forward fold down to that floor. Halfway lift, so pull the belly up and in, engage the shoulders, and on an exhale, forward fold. We're going to repeat all of that, so arms up as you press down through the feet, reach on up, inhale. Hands down to your heart on an exhale. One more time, please. Inhale. Fold. Halfway lift. This time, down dog, tabletop, or child's pose. Now you can pause here, otherwise I'm going to have George roll forward into a high plank on an inhale. Pull the crown of your head forward. On an exhale, lower your body down, squeezing the elbows into the body. Now on an inhale, I want those hearts to lift and shine, or hang out with me. Exhale, down dog, child's pose. Everybody breathe. Now, it doesn't mean George is any better at yoga than me because he did those and I didn't. Look to the hands, please. Bring those feet to the top of the mat, taking a halfway lift to flatten that back on an inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Rise on up on an inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart or to your hips. We're going to soften the shoulders. We're going to take that right knee and we're going to swing it up and around as we breathe. Now, I got the wall, one of the most underutilized props in the room, switching directions. So like I said in the beginning, the amount of struggle is up to you. So if you want to sit out here and do one of these things, that's fine. Or you can do something like this and find some of that space we're looking for. Yeah, give me one more round, and then we'll just switch to the other side. Nothing too fancy. Just start to swing that hip around, moving it around. I actually really like having my hand on the wall in this because I've never done hip openers like this, so it feels pretty good. Take 3 or 4 more breaths, my friends. And then go ahead and put that foot down. We're going to sweep the arms open on an inhale. Exhale, forward fold down to that floor, please. Halfway lift, flatten the back, engage the shoulders. So nice. Fold. Now step back to down dog and pause. Or again, you can roll forward into high plank and do a vinyasa flow. High plank, low plank, or whatever your vinyasa is. Vinyasa is a word that means linking shapes together. We don't care what shapes. Very nice. Look to those hands, George. Bring those feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Rise on up. Inhale, look on up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Peace. Stand still and just be right here. Don't worry about what's coming next. Just enjoy the feeling of the floor underneath you. We got some sweat dripping. We're underneath the infrareds. Okay, here we go. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold down to that floor, please. Halfway lift, inhale. Find your way to down dog, whether you go into high plank and you lower all the way, or you just step back to down dog. Or you can also step back to, that's incredibly strong, step back to tabletop. When you're ready, lift that right leg up, bend the knee, and stack that right hip on top of the left hip. So you can see here, I'm modified. I think, yep, George is in the full version here. Press the floor away, head heavy, breathe. Inhale, straighten that right leg, flex the foot. Now we're gonna tap the right foot behind us and lift it up, belly in and strong. Tap it behind you and lift it up. A few more. Do not compress into that low back. That low back is so strong. Now hold that right leg up. Swing it out and around to the side. Right knee, right elbow. Exhale. Reach it back. Inhale. Same thing. Swing it out and around. Exhale. You got it. Inhale. This time, bring that right foot all the way through to the fronts. High crescent lunge. 10 toes point forward. I'm going to be on my bottom knee. You don't have to be. Take an inhale in and breathe. You got it. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Step the back foot up halfway. Pyramid. Now, I love my blocks in pyramid because I love to find space in pyramid. So make sure your feet are about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit more. Don't lock the knees out. Inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. Take a few more following your breath. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Step to the top of the mat. Sweep the arms open. Reach on up. One more sip at the top. Forward fold. Exhale all the way down. Halfway lift. Inhale. Yogis, do your thing. High plank, low plank. Or you can skip it with me, or do something cool and acrobatic that you saw on TikTok. No problem at all. Lift that left knee up, bend the knee, stack the hip, and be right here and breathe. Stillness. Straighten the left leg out, flex the foot. We're going to tap that toe and lift it up. Connecting to the bottom half of the body, the glute. How long can you make that line of energy in the back of the body? Squeezing into that glute. Spread the toes for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it up. Swing it out and around to the side. 1. Shoot it back. Inhale. Bring it out and around for 2. Shoot it back, and here we go into high crescent lunge. Bring that foot all the way through to the fronts as you breathe in and breathe out. Very nice. Softening through that gaze. Breathe. We're always in such a hurry. Yeah, hands down to the floor. Step the back foot up halfway for pyramid, please. If you want, halfway lift to a forward fold. Halfway lift to a forward fold. For 3, 2, and on 1, step to the top of the mat. Arms up, inhale, happiness. Exhale, fold and flow. Halfway lift, high plank, low plank, no planks, some planks. Something you really, really want to look like a plank. Breathe. All right, my friends, down on those knees. Now, George is going to use a Pilates ball. I'm going to use a blanket. You can use a towel. We're going to put it right in the crease of our left knee. And we're gonna squeeze it and bring it up here in tabletop, flexing that left foot. It's in the left knee, squeezing, and now we're gonna drop the knee and lift. Do not hike the left hip up. Can you pull that belly up and in? Squeeze that ball, that towel, that blanket a little bit more. And then we're gonna bring it out to the side. Woo! I hate the name of these, fire hydrant. You can't help but think that you're a dog peeing on a fire hydrant, which is just it's a great visual, I guess. I wish I was a dog, but anyway, 3, 2, and on 1, release. Now what we're gonna do, take that ball or blanket out. We're gonna put the left knee on the outside edge of the right knee, and we're gonna start to sink our hips back. Now my knees are starting to lift up. You could sit on a blanket or a bolster or just right here for a second. Take a few deep breaths. Yogis, if you hate this, don't do it. Switch it up. Find something different. Yeah, 3 breaths. Very nice. Now we're gonna come back to tabletop for that right side. So find the breath. Even through shapes, transitions are a shape themselves. So find something behind that right knee or not. This is challenging without one, I swear. Flex that right foot, spread the toes. We're gonna drop it and lift it. Belly is locking in, so that low back is not moving unless it's lengthening. Take those big, deep breaths. And then live your best life as a dog. Right knee out to the side and down. Right knee out to the side and down. You can always drop down to a forearm here. I got my left forearm down. Now the point is here. Think a happy thought, right? Who do we become in these shapes? For 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, we're gonna drop whatever prop we have, setting the right knee behind the left knee and walking ourselves back. Breathing in and breathing out. So I'm actually in double pigeon right now. My booty is on the floor. My knees are stacking one on top of another. Usually I would have to do this sitting on a block, but I think this is like my 4th hour in the infrared space today, so my hips are on the floor today. It's good. But you can always be forward like this. Yogis, this is just child's pose, so maybe undo your legs and do a child's pose. Give me one more breath in and out. Yeah, come on forward, shake those legs out. Maybe you're ready for a down dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Look to those hands, bring those feet to the top of the mat, please. Halfway lift on an inhale. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms open, rise on up, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Arms out wide, nice and long. Breathe, we're gonna point the right toe out, and then we're gonna attempt to lift it up, still standing straight up. Yep, and then drop, and then lift. Breathe. So we need this motion because of the secrets I have up my sleeve, or my sleeveless tank top. 3 more. Now let's see if we can hold it up there. I like to lean a little bit over to the left. I kind of feel like I'm playing some kind of kids game in gym when I do this shape. For 3, 2, 1. Stand, other leg, point that left toe, reach it out and up. Slow. We like to build slow power in yoga. Taking our time, breathe. Yeah, for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it up. Feel that work being done. Maybe we lean a little bit over to the right. Challenging our balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step your foot down, arms up, inhale, forward fold, and flow. Clear it out, yogis. Take what you need. I need drink of water pose. So this next one can be done from down dog or tabletop. Lift that right leg up on an inhale. Bring your right knee to your right elbow and then kick the leg long. Exhale. Shoot it back. Same thing, right knee, right elbow, kick it long, unless you want to leave the leg long the whole time. So the leg goes out to the side and you tap and then back up. You can also be rocking this on your knee like the coolest yogi ever. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1. Let's do warrior 1. Come on up, breathe. That was hard work. Sink on in, shoulders soft, back foot plants, right knee pressing open, right rib cage back, left rib cage forward, breathe. Warrior 2, please. Straighten through that front leg, turn the toes in towards the right, and take a wide leg forward. Fold here, breathe in and breathe out. Now from here, I want you to place the hands right underneath your gaze. If your hands don't touch the floor, grab blocks. Drop your head heavy, breathe. Inhale, lift your heels up high, up off of that floor. Exhale, press the heels back. Inhale, lift the heels, press that floor away. Exhale, release. Let's do 3 more at your own pace. Breathe. Maybe you can get those feet somehow off the floor and kick up in a handstand. 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, halfway lift. Inhale. I missed it. It's on camera, though. All the way up. Inhale. Warrior 2. Exhale. Breathe. Now the hands are going to go down to the floor. We're going to drop that left knee down. Swing the left foot off the right edge of the mat. Both hands to the inside of the right foot. Left arm up. Now wiggle that right foot forward. We want a hip opener, a thigh opener right here. Breathe. Now we did some half binds in class already, so your hand can be here, it can be here, or it can be to the small of your back. Everyone just breathe. In this moment of peace, who do you become in peace? We come in peace. Go ahead, bring that left hand down to the floor. Be mindful as you bring your left foot in line with your left knee again. Step back, take a flow, laugh, cry, fall, fly. Very nice. The breath is the most important thing right here. So yes, you can make some shapes, but the breath is so important. Now, if you got a left leg and you want to lift it up, go for it. Left leg swings out to the side, left knee, left elbow. Keep the leg long or give it a kick. Keep going here. Now, I did this on one side, so I'm going to join you. I'm actually doing it on the wrong side, so everyone follow. It doesn't matter. We're going to do both sides anyway, unless it's one of those rare times that your teacher forgets one complete side. It does happen. For 3, 2, and on 1, warrior 1. Come on up, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Soften the shoulders. You got it. Straighten through that front leg. Turn the toes towards me. Go ahead and forward. Fold. Now I'm going to invite you to clasp your hands and see if you can start to drop your head down to the floor. I don't want you to press heavy on that head. So hands kind of go right into the back of the head, and then you are working on breathing here. Three, 2, and on 1, release that halfway lift. Come on all the way up. Warrior 2 towards the front. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands go down to that foot. Oh, wait, no, hand down the floor. Drop the back knee. Ooh, see, I was almost one of those teachers. Left foot swings off the right edge of the mat. Left hand inside that left foot, right arm up. And then you can wiggle forward a little bit, using that left hand to open up that left side. Right hand can be wherever you need it to be. Enjoy this part, because I'll tell you what, core is just around the corner and it's going to be challenging. So take this moment to think a happy thought. Remember your intentions and dedications and why you came to the mat. Very nice. Hand down to the floor. Step back. Take a flow. Take a rest. Anything your body needs to reset the amount of struggle, it's up to you. Nice job, George. You're rocking it. I'm killing it watching you kill it. All the way on to your bellies, please. We're going to tune into the back of the body now. So let's bring the knees wide and bring the big toes together. Belly pulls up and in. See if you can lift those knees up off of the floor a little bit. Breathing in and breathing out. Now, if your knees are lifted, see if you can squeeze them in. Breathe. Separate the knees, lower them down. We're going to do that all again. If this does not work, I am going to show you with the legs long. George, keep your toes together, knees wide if you can. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, squeeze the knees together. Widen and lower. One more time, lift up. Squeeze the knees. Relax, lower down, slow back to child's pose. Maybe you take some wiggles and some waggles before you get there. And then as promised, onto your backs. So George may use the Pilates ball again. I don't know where he's at, but I'm going to use a towel, and we're going to go onto our backs and put the ball behind our left knee. You got it. Hands behind your heart. Let's keep the right foot on the floor. Inhale, crunch up, left knee to your forehead. Exhale, head drops, left toe drops. Inhale, crunch up. Exhale, down. Keep going here, squeezing in to that towel, that block. And now we're going to cross right elbow, left knee, center. I'm going to hold in the center, so I'm not going to fully release here. I am going to fully release this blanket because it's just getting in my way right now. So find whatever you can. A towel might be better. Crossing the body for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, breathe in and breathe out. This time, we're going to kick the right leg up. Keep the ball behind the left leg. Put your thumbs beneath your hips. Flex that right foot. Now point the left toe and drop it. Bring the left knee in. Hover the right leg. Here we go. Up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, you get to relax. Big inhales and exhales, switching the ball to the other side. Taking a few deep breaths. We'll start with the left foot on the floor, and we're going to bring the right knee up. We'll crunch up, tap the toe, crunch up, tap the toe. Happy thoughts, yogis. 13 minutes and 21 seconds left. What could possibly be planned in 13 minutes and 21 seconds? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross left elbow, right knee, and tap. Left elbow, right knee, and tap. Breathe. 3, 2, and on 1, we release the head down. I'm going to slide the fingers underneath my tush. I'm going to bend that right knee. Left leg goes up, flexed, and we're going to alternate. Which one is coming close to the body? 5. Soften the jaw. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, breathe in, breathe out. I have one more little exercise just because I think it will help us. You can get rid of that ball. Get rid of the blankets. Both legs up towards the ceiling. Let's slide our thumbs underneath those hips. Flex the feet. Now this can be done with your knees bent also. I'll show you that in a second. Right leg drops out to the side, making an L with those legs. Drive the heels away, and then bring that right heel back up. This time left leg drops. Radiate out of those heels, bring it back up. This time both legs drop, open, breathe. Bring them back together. I'll show you modifications. Right knee drops or right leg drops. Center. Left knee drops, left leg drops. Both up, open up for both. Big opener here. Could feel discomfort, but you know what? So life is discomfort too. Life is uncomfortable too. So hard to talk. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Help those legs together. That was all of that. Go ahead, work your way up to child's pose or down dog. Maybe you need a few sips of water after that. I got one more little exercise. Do you know what we're leading up to at all?
I know, I'm guessing.
Interesting. I was told by my teacher it's like a book. You don't want to give the ending of the book away. So, you know, you kind of got to keep them guessing. All right, so what next? We're going to come to the top of the mat, and we're going to step our feet about hip distance. We're almost kind of like in a tabletop, but on our feet and hands and blocks. We're going to step the feet together, and we're going to pull the belly up and in. Now we're going to point the left toe out to the left, and then back. We're going to stay with that same side out to the left and back. Now, if you want, instead of pointing it, you flex it and you lift it up to the side. Breathe. Breathe in and out. Now hold that leg out to the side. Can you reach the right arm out to the side? I'm just making this one up right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that. And other side, you can point the right toe out to the side, bring it back. Right toe out, bring it back. Or give me that flex. Do that flexing. Lift it all the way up. Don't lock out that left knee. Now breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it out on 1. Ooh, I got the wall. Left arm out to the side if you want for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release Malasana. Maybe that'll feel good to drop the hips. Feet can go wide. You can sit on the blocks. Just take a few big, deep breaths. And then just for a second, we're going to step that left foot to the back of the mat for another wide leg forward fold. But instead, we're going to turn the toes out, and we're going to bend into each knee side to side. So find that breath. So what we're going to do today is headstand. So we are going to be very careful of our neck. This is something I usually would not teach in a public class just because it can be really dangerous. So please know you do not have to do this. A great way to skip this, I'll show you, would either be legs up the wall. This is an inversion, very similar to what we're doing. If you want a challenge, I would challenge you to do dolphin. Forearms down to the floor, pressing the floor away, head is off the ground. Or yogis, maybe I'm going to show you from a wide leg forward fold, see if we can attempt to kick up into a headstand. Maybe George will show us somewhere else. This does not have to be done. You really want to press the floor away so there's very little pressure in the head. And one of the best things to learn is how to fall, because that you will fall, and it's okay. So we're going to take a few breaths. We're going to play around a little bit. I'll show you from wide leg forward fold first, and then I'll show you up on the wall here. I'm going to put this down for my cabeza. All right, so I got that wide leg forward fold. I'm going to clasp my hands. I had you working on that one other time. Top of the head to the floor, so I have to roll forward a bit. Now, this may not look the best, but I just kind of have to wiggle up onto my tippy toes, and maybe that's where you are. And then eventually, taking those legs out to the side, breathe. Maybe coming up to your headstand. Oh, you almost had it. Yeah, very nice, very nice. I'll show you up against the wall. And after long inversions, go right to child's pose. So don't pop right back up. So we got the wall here. We can kick on up. We can play around. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice job, George. We can try it the other way. Really pressing the floor away. So it's this action here, lifting ourselves up, breathing. Beautiful. And relax, yogis. Take a few big, deep breaths. Finding your way to a seat, please. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Inhale to lift the heart up, and exhale to fold. Now, very common right here to start to analyze the practice, maybe what our neighbor did or what we didn't do. If you simply notice that, you are doing yoga. You don't have to fix it. Maybe next time you can work on practicing to let that go, but you noticed, and that's enough. Bring yourself up. Go ahead and kick the left leg long and bring the sole of the right foot in. We're going to reach up, turn, and fold over that left leg. Really root that sit bone down. Try and square your body. Breathe. And then once you find your breath, working your way up, right hand will go behind you. Left arm reaches up. If you'd like to lift the hips up too, lift the hips up too. You could do some arm circles here if you'd like. Everyone, find what your body needs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax down, switching the legs to the other side. Reaching up, turning and folding. Is there anything else that feels like it needs to be stretched out before we head towards Shavasana? Yeah? Perfect. So it's up to me. Yogi is George is content. A lot of times I give this last few minutes to you to kind of navigate for yourself. Lift yourself up if you want. You could stay right where you are. Left hand down, right arm up. Perhaps you lift the hips. Maybe some arm circles here. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, yogis all the way on to your backs. Breathing in and breathing out right away. Train your body right when you hit that ground to relax. Now, George is going to get cheated here because I would usually bring out a cool towel right here, but I do not have them. So, yes, he's going to pretend. We have essential oil towels, and we also have unscented towels. So for these last 3 minutes, what we're going to do is kind of instinctual. We're going to pull our knees in, and I'm going to ask you to invite yourself to a twist. So a twist, that can mean dropping both knees to one side. You can hold in one knee and drop that one knee to the side. You could do a figure 4, crossing your left ankle, right thigh, and then twist. Everyone drop your knees to one side, feeling the floor underneath you. You carved out 45 minutes for your day. And you know what the cool thing is you could tell people that you have an hour yoga class, and you could take those extra bonus 15 minutes for whatever you'd like today. You are worth it. You deserve it. Breathing in and breathing out. Simple. Don't overcomplicate it. And then finding your way over to the other side, really working on relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the belly and the jaw. Find those big, deep breaths. Your mind is wondering when we're going to be done. That is where yoga is. Let that be. Soak up these last few moments and then find your way onto your back. Maybe your knees sway a little bit. Maybe you take a little something different as we settle into the floor. Feeling that floor supporting us, drawing healing energy and frequency from the floor. Just you and your breath, and that's all that matters. Growth isn't always on the surface, yogis. Growth can be in that dirty work underneath the surface that no one can see. Well, yogis, you can stay right where you are. This is where I really ask you to lean into your edge and stay a little bit longer. This is where we struggle as humans, this time for stillness, this time for us. So please stay here as long as you want to. I am so grateful for this time. I'm so grateful for this technology that we can reach you in your homes. That is quite an honor to be here with you. Thank you, George. It was great to listen to you breathe. I know, right? Can't wait to see our headstands. All right, well, yogis, come into Twisted Grits. We would love to have you here. Send us messages if you have any questions. George and I are here a lot, and we love to connect with you. Thank you for all that you are, and thank you for all that you're not. Namaste.